Okay, now students, let us move towards another very important revolutionary of that time, Bhagat Singh. I have already informed you about Bhagat Singh a little bit. Bhagat Singh was a member of Hindustan Republican Army, which was formed by another great revolutionary from Punjab or North India, Chandrasekhar Azad, who was nicknamed as Quicksilver because he was very fast and he was it was very difficult for the police to catch him. That is why he was named as Quicksilver, Chandrasekhar Azad, and he had formed this Hindustan Republican Army. And Bhagat Singh and his friends, Sukhdev, Rajguru, Batukeshwar Datta, these people, they all were the members of this Hindustan Republican Army. Bhagat Singh was a very aggressive revolutionary. He did not like the way the British were governing, and so he himself had formed a revolutionary group which was named as Naujawan Bharat Sabha, with his followers Ram Prasad Bismil and Ashfaqullah, Roshan Lal, Dinanath, etc. They were engaged in Kakori rail dacoity. During that time, the collected tax were carried to the treasury, where the tax was being kept by train. So Bhagat Singh and his associates, they planned to loot this collected tax when the train would be passing through the Kakori rail station. On the way to Kakori rail station, they planned to stop the train and loot the money in order to buy their arms and ammunitions. So they had successfully done this, but they were convicted in the Kakori rail dacoity, and the famous Kakori conspiracy case was started. It was started, and they were convicted. Next, he killed the police superintendent of Lahore, Mr. Saunders, who had given the order of lathi charge, which killed the aged leader, Congress leader, Lala Lajpat Rai. He killed Mr. Saunders to take the revenge of Lala Lajpat Rai's death. And next they moved towards Delhi, when the meeting was going on over the discussion was going on over two very controversial acts. One was Public Safety Act and another one was Trade Dispute Bill, in order to stop the strikes and other protest organizations by the Indians in India. The British government had passed two acts, Public Safety Bill and Trade Dispute Bill. So in protest of these two bills, when the meeting and discussions were going on in Delhi at the Central Legislative Assembly, Bhagat Singh and his associate Batukeshwar Datta, they threw the bombs. They did not, the bombs were not thrown to kill anybody. The bombs were only meant to create the noise, and they threw the pamphlet also with the bombs, so that the members who were discussing about these two controversial bills, they would come to know about the agony and distress of the dissatisfaction of the Indian people. So they did not fight with the police. They surrendered themselves willingly, Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Datta. And then the famous Lahore conspiracy case started, along with Rajguru and Sukhdev, and many other revolutionaries were also caught and were tried. But Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Rajguru and Batukeshwar Datta, these four were the main convicts of Lahore conspiracy case, and ultimately these were sentenced to death, and Bhagat Singh was hanged in March 1931. While being hanged, he was so brave and courageous. Till the end, he did not lose his heart, and they kept on shouting the slogan Inqilab Zindabad, that means long live the revolution. So Bhagat Singh is a very memorable name in the freedom struggle of our country, and his bravery, his courage, his attitude towards the foreign rule was inspirational to the hundreds of young people. Next, we are going to move to the last Gandhian movement that was organized by Gandhiji. He was so distressed by the British government's attitude. By that time, Gandhiji was very much disturbed and distressed, and so in 1942, he had written an essay in his Harijan Patrika, that was his magazine which he used to publish, and gave the slogan for the British to quit India. That is why the movement of 1942 is also known as the Quit India movement, and it was the last important movement organized by Gandhiji. He proposed in the Congress, in the meeting of the Congress Working Committee on 8th August that 1942, that the Congress would be starting a movement, and Gandhiji said that we are going to achieve the freedom from the British until we die. So the slogan "Do or Die" or "Karenge ya Marenge," this slogan was given by Gandhiji on the 8th August 1942 in the Working Committee's meeting in Bombay, and which is known as August Resolution and or Quit India Resolution. It so happened that the British were very much apprehensive. They were afraid of another massive movement by the Indians. So as soon as the news reached that the Congress party has agreed Gandhiji's proposal of another movement, of starting another movement, the resolution was passed on 8th August in the night, late night, and early hours of 9th August, all the important Congress leaders were arrested and put into jail. Now, when in the morning this news of the arrest of the important leaders reached the common people, they burst into very violent protest. Quit India movement, because there was no leader to lead the common people, they joined the movement spontaneously, but they did not follow Gandhiji's ideal of non-violence. They took up the violent moves. They burnt the police stations. They uprooted the telephone and telegraph lines, the railway lines. So everywhere the movement was very much violent. And in our Bengal, basically in Midnapur at Tamluk district, Tamluk area in Midnapur, the people were more aggressive in the Quit India movement. The leaders of this Quit India movement in Midnapur were Sushil Dhara, then they were Ashok Mukherjee, Ajay Mukherjee rather, sorry, Ajay Mukherjee, Sushil Dhara, they were the local leaders. And we learn about a 72-year-old farmer, old lady from a widow from a farmer family, Matungini Hajra, who is also known as Gandhi Buri. She led a procession at Tamluk police station, and while she was trying to raise the tricolor flag, she was shot dead. The police opened fire and she was shot dead. Similarly, in Punjab, Fukunani, then in Assam, a 13-year-old girl, Kanaklata Badua, these all have participated in the movement, Quit India movement, spontaneously. Every nook and corner of India participated in Quit India movement spontaneously under the leadership of the local leaders, because all the prominent important leaders of the Congress party, they were all arrested and put into jail. And the peasants have in Bengal have also organized, they have participated in the Quit India movement under the leadership of Birendranath Shashmal, who is commonly known as Deshpran. And they had protested in Dinajpur, Balurghat, Tamluk, Potashpur, this area. Many Jatiyo Sarkars or the national governments were set up by in Tamluk. Tamrolipto Jatiyo Sarkar was founded by Satish Samanto, and as I have told, the leadership was vested on Ajay Mukherjee, Sushil Dhara, Satish Samanto, and they founded the Tamrolipto Jatiyo Sarkar. Tamluk Provisional National Government was set up by Ajay Mukherjee in December 1942, and then they have formed two very radical armed forces. One was known as Vidyut Bahini, this one, and another one was a women organization, that was Bhagini Sena. Bhagini means sister. So Bhagini Sena and Vidyut Bahini, these two were the armed forces formed by the local leaders of Tamluk. And now this Quit India movement, though it failed to achieve its goal, because the goal was to get the freedom from the British Empire, but it did not achieve freedom, but it was the movement, the intensity of the movement was such that it proved that the British could no longer keep their hold over the Indian colony, and so they became quite certain that the Indians were ready to get their freedom, and they were ready to sacrifice anything, even their lives also. So this was the last great movement proposed by Gandhiji. However, he could not organize it properly as he was arrested. The Quit India movement was the last movement in our freedom struggle.